Okay, my friends, I got dressed up because, well, my daughter dressed me up so that I could go screen the Barbie movie for her. All dressed up to go see the Barbie movie. We're gonna have a talk about this tomorrow. I'm not necessarily excited about what I have to say, but somebody has to say it. So let's just say the best part of the night was dressing up, having my daughter be very excited to pick out all the things, including pink fingernails, and laughing with my sister. That was the best part of the entire night. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna sit down and talk with you guys on some thoughts that I have on this movie. But I'm gonna leave it at that for right now. Someone has to say it. Someone has to say it. Good morning. I can't say I slept super great, but here we are. So good morning. I don't believe in rant videos. I don't think that they're very helpful for people. I also don't agree with arguing. So I'm not going to have an argument with anyone, but I want to share with you my thoughts on some of the things that I picked up from watching the Barbie movie. Okay? It was not my intention to, going to see the Barbie movie was because my daughter loves Barbie. She has a Barbie dream house, which she got for her birthday. She has inherited many Barbies. I don't think I've bought any Barbies, actually, but she loves all things beautiful. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason there is an infatuation with Barbie. And that's because women were created to bring beauty to creation. We were created to bring beauty into the simple things, to bring creativity where there lacks creativity. There's nothing wrong with liking Barbie, okay? That's the first thing. But I haven't really shared with you this way. And last night when I was driving home after the Barbie movie, I felt like God really wanted me to say some things, specifically on the YouTube channel. So it's a little bit of a stretch for me this morning, but I'm going to share with you what I'm feeling to say. And it's okay if it doesn't land with anybody else. Totally fine. But I have a feeling it might. So let's keep going. All right. Good tea. We got to do this video with tea. Philippians 4:8 is one of my favorite verses, which I have used and God has used in my life forever. Finally, brethren, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there is any virtue, if there is anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. Women were created beautiful for a reason. It is okay to meditate and think on beauty. There's nothing wrong with that. Why is it being attacked? Because wherever there is something that God has created with intention, there's going to be a counterfeit. So you don't have to be offended by the counterfeit. You don't have to worry about the counterfeit because you can just rest in your beauty knowing that God created it and it's good. Now, of course, you can take it way to the wrong side, way to the extreme, but it's okay for you to want to dress up and want to be beautiful and look your best. You know how I know that? Because it's in my daughter. I am not naturally that girly. I'm extremely practical. If I want to go work in the garden, the first thing that's going to go out of my day is going to be hair and makeup. I'm going to throw it in a bun or a ponytail, and I'm not going to do any makeup, and I'm just going to go work in the garden, and I don't care what I look like. But my daughter is totally not that way. She is, from the moment she gets up in the morning, she wants to wear the most beautiful thing. And she doesn't care if she's doing farm chores or working in the garden. She wants to be beautiful. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I want to cultivate that in her and allow her to express that part of her. And as a mom, it's my responsibility to make sure that what she's putting inside of her heart is lovely and noble and beautiful. And so I went to this movie. I haven't seen a movie in the theater for it was definitely before 2020. I can't even tell you the last movie that I watched in the theater. And I don't generally watch TV. And for me, part of the reason I don't watch TV and I don't watch movies, and if I do, I'm extremely careful with what I watch. Now, you're probably totally judging me right now because what? Like, you went to watch the Barbie movie? I went to watch the Barbie movie because I wanted to know, is this something that I should allow my daughter to put into her heart and into her mind? And it's very, very important to me that I am leading and guiding my children in the way that they should go. And the reason it's important is because when I was growing up, we had some friends that lived close by, and they had owned previously a movie store. So we had access to all of the movies. And the ones that were watched the most, especially when we were over, were scary movies. It took me, that was probably when I was about 12. It took me until my 20s to be able to get those things out of my mind, for them to not affect my mind and my dreams and my spirit anymore. Like, I was terrified of so many things, and it's because of the movies that we were watching. All right. So if that's what we're letting our kids watch, how can we expect them not to be afraid? How can we expect that not to come back out? How can we expect it to not affect them? It's biblical to dwell on the things that are lovely and noble and right and pure. So if we're dwelling on things that are the opposite of that, what's going to come out? Of course, it's going to be the opposite. I mean, I didn't go in with a very high bar. It's a Barbie movie. But I went in with the hope that it would be something that I could allow my daughter to watch. And obviously the answer is, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So we've had a long discussion. She's very disappointed, and I'm disappointed for her. I'm disappointed that they're taking movies like Barbie, Transformers, whatever, all of the things that kids are excited about and interested in, and turning them into just garbage. That makes me sad. It makes me sad that we don't have any protection. Why? Because we're allowing this, because we're purchasing it with our dollars, which supports more movies like this? No. Like, that's why I don't watch movies, because I don't want to support the industry. I don't like it. I think it's just mostly garbage, and that makes me sad. That's my first takeaway. I know that this is totally going to make waves, but seriously, somebody has to say it. Somebody has to say something here, because it's not okay. It's not okay that this is it's not even hidden anymore. Like, at least before, when you watched a movie, you kind of had to stretch for what they were saying or really try hard to see. Now, I realize that I have been out of this movie world for a long time, so for me to walk into it now, it's extremely obvious to me what things are being said and done. Okay, so I get that. I get that I'm more sensitive than a lot of people are. I always have been, and my children have been, and for them, I've tried to cultivate that and allow that to flourish, which is completely not celebrated in our culture, and that's not okay. Like, I don't want to be desensitized, and I don't want my kids to be desensitized. Again, I don't want this to be taken as a rant video or anything of that sort. I just want to open up some dialogue here and see. I would love to hear what you guys think. So leave it down in the comments for me. Did you go see the Barbie movie? Oh, if you did, why? If you didn't, why not? Like, why? What did you think about it? And now I will delete any comments that are not kind. So I want to open a kind dialogue. Keep it civil. We've already talked about what females are created for. If you guys are interested, some great books, I know they've been out for ages, but I think they're really great, are Wild at Heart for men. Actually, I read it because I'm a mom of sons and it was really helpful for me. And then on the other side is Captivating, and these are by John Eldredge. Now, again, I know that these books were written ages ago, but they're still really relevant. The purpose that God created men for is provision and protection. And so the girls, they're asking this question, am I captivating? Do I have your attention? Am I beautiful? And the men are asking, do I have what it takes? Can I do this? And society is saying, no, you're not captivating, and you have to be fake in order to get anyone's attention. And for men, they're saying, no, you're useless. Get out of here. Like, we don't even want you. And the overriding message of the entire video was just attacking that of both things and embracing the darkness within us. Now, I think that you should face the darkness within you, and the darkness within you is the fears that you have, those deep down fears that are stopping you from walking in your full calling. Now, man, you guys, like, I know, like, the whole feminist movement thing has been around for a long time, and as a woman, I can't stand it, to be honest. I think it's terrible. Like, we've flipped it so far to the wrong side. We were created to be partners, equals, which means I have value to bring to the table and someone else has value to bring to the table, and we all work together toward whatever this goal is. God's in the center and man and woman are on either side of that, so that we can all work together. And it's not a bad thing. And it doesn't mean that us women are any less than men are, and that men are any more or less than we are. But oh my gosh, we have messed this up so bad. So first of all, gentlemen watching my channel, if I run across you in my life, in real life, in day to day, I invite you. You feel free. You want to open a door for me? Great. You want to carry my groceries for me? Wonderful. If you want to do something nice that is masculine and gentlemanly, I will honor you in that place. It doesn't mean that I am helpless and weak and, oh, I need a savior. No, because you can't fulfill that role for me. I have one savior, and he lives in here, and that's it. You don't get to fulfill that role for me. And one of the reasons that my marriage didn't succeed was because I had to be the provider and the protector, and that's not the role I was created to be. Now, that's not to say that women can't go to work and women can't have a job. That's not what I'm saying here. It's not to say that you have to stay in these societal roles, but there is creation within us that should be honored. And, you know, for me, one of the things that makes me more angry than anything else, and like, I mean, 0 to I'm just mad, is, oh, we can't have your help, like a bunch of guys are working or whatever, and I come up and I offer help. Now, my dad wanted boys, he got 4 girls. I'm the oldest, and he worked us like boys. We did hay and firewood and farm work and you name it. We weren't given a free pass or a free ride because we were girls. Now, my body now, I mean, you guys know I've been going to chiropractor and massage therapy and doing many different types of stretching and exercises to fix the problems that created. There are things, I'm a 5'3" woman, like, there are things that I cannot do, and I can promise you I will never be as strong as most men, because that's not how God created me. I wasn't created to be a boy, and that's okay. I'm totally okay with that. But when you disregard the fact that I am strong and I can do farm work, and that I'm trying to come along and do what I can do, allow me to regulate that, and don't be a jerk about it. Like, you can be nice about it and say, no, we got this. Like, don't worry about it. But don't say, oh, this is man work, or, you know, hey, we can do this. You know what? If you want to show off and you want to show off your muscles, that's fine. Just say, no, let us show you. We can do this, whatever. I'm okay with that. That's fine. But don't make me feel degraded. And I think that's what women are saying is like, look, sure, you can say I can do anything you can do and I can do it better. Well, that's not truth. That's not truth at all. Because the truth is that women are not as strong as men are. And that's okay. It was made like that for a reason. And women carry things that men do not have. Men, sorry, you can be good looking, but you are not the epitome of beauty. And that beauty is meant to turn your gaze back to our most beautiful creator. How lovely and amazing is he? He created all of creation to be beautiful. Doesn't have to just be functional. So ladies, if you want to walk in that and embrace your femininity, there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't be fake. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Be authentic, be real, be who you were made to be. The reason it's being attacked in media, of all sorts, right? Of all sorts, is because Satan's jealous. He doesn't want us to know or walk in who we were created to be. That's just all there is to it. He's jealous. He doesn't like it. So, of course, if God has made a structure where man is supposed to be that person, that covering, that protector, that one that hears God and leads his family, what's going to get attacked? That structure. And we're allowing it. By not walking in who he made us to be. We're allowing it by not being ladies and gentlemen. It's not my job to pander and cater to this world. We're supposed to look different. We're supposed to walk a different life. It's my job to train them the way that they should go. It doesn't say train them in the easy way. It says train them in the way they should go. Right? So that's what I'm going to do. And I challenge you guys to do the same thing. And my daughter, I want her to be able to walk in that beauty and that femininity that she carries so close to her heart. And that's one of the reasons that I dress up more now, is because she wants me to. She's the one who picked out my outfit. She's the one who told me which colors to wear on my eyes. She's the one who was like, Mom, this is what Barbie likes. Just so you know, she was most displeased. I really don't own very many pink clothes. A shout out to my amazing neighbors who brought me this. But I want her to know that she can be beautiful and authentic to who she is. And her beauty can radiate from her heart. She's a pretty beautiful girl. And I love her very, very much. And I want to see her be able to stand in that and walk in that and allow men to be invited and to take rest in the beauty. Women are a refuge, a resting place. Don't let the world rob you of that. And I know so many people are watching this Barbie movie, and so many people are captivated by this Barbie movie and have been captivated by Barbie. And why? Because it speaks to something in all of us women. It speaks to us. It's calling to us. It's because it's our deep yearning to be told we're captivating, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so that's where our deep wounding is. And men, I know you guys have had it pretty rough. I don't envy you guys being guys in this day and age. It's okay to stand up and rise up. There are still authentic women out there that are waiting for you to step back into that role in a humble and wonderful masculine way. So I will be the first to say, I welcome that in my life. I will do everything that I can to be healed and whole and walk in who God created me to be. that my beauty and my femininity would invite you to rest, and that you would feel rest when you come in this channel and you watch these videos, and that when you come around me, that's how you would feel. Because we can do that, and it doesn't have to be in a relationship setting. It can just be that way all the time. For everybody, for anyone who comes into my sphere, that's what I get to do for them. And for you men, gentlemen, I invite you to be masculine. Don't be cocky, don't be nasty. You don't have to be crass. You can be a gentleman. Okay, you guys, this is the last point here. If you guys are enjoying this video and this content, you want to hear more of Esther's maybe opinions, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I am not going to make a whole lot of videos like this in this way, mostly because I believe in just walking out my calling and what God's called me to do in daily life. And if you can't see that when you come to my channel or you come to my house or I'm around you, then I'm not doing a very good job. I don't think I should have to say something in order for that to be conveyed. If I'm not walking out what I believe in my heart and what God has asked me to do, then, my actions should speak for themselves. I shouldn't have to say anything. I'm almost 36. My birthday's next week. It's been kind of a struggle. Not because I desire those things, but because still at this age, I still don't fit in with cultural norms and social norms. And that is a really great thing, because that's what we're called. We're called to be different, to look different, and do things different. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But trying to figure out, how do I move forward in a social setting at this phase of life that is completely unexpected for me, has been really challenging and very emotional. And I left last night watching that movie so thankful that I stuck to what I knew I was supposed to stick to come home to my farm with real food and real love. And even though it has been so difficult in my house and in my home and in my life, I would take that 1,000 times over what I saw on that screen. And it made me feel very settled in, no, this is right. I'm right where I should be. I'm right where I want to be. And I'm pursuing what is good, what is pure, what is lovely. That's what I'm pursuing in my life. And I challenge you to do the same thing. I know that it's hard. I know that it goes against everything we're being shown and everything we're being told. And I know that it means you're going to have to say no when you get invited places that you know you shouldn't be going to. And I know it means you can't chit chat about the latest movies that are out because you have no idea what they are or who the people are playing. And you know what? Maybe it's better that way. That is why I love homesteading, why I love homeschooling, why I love doing things here and making a place of refuge for people who want to come and just be and hang out and be loved genuinely and authentically, and not accepted like whatever it was that I was watching last night. We're called to unconditionally love people. Love them where they're at, love them who they are, and not judge them. And all I saw in that movie was judgment. Cheers to being different. Cheers to true femininity, true masculinity, and chasing the things that God has for us. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to learn and grow.